Hi, hi, hello, hello. We have a new chapter of Shinohayu. This one has an extremely intriguing and exciting title. Joint Training Camp. Yay! We always celebrate the joint training camps of the Saki universe. A rite of passage, a tradition for all Mahjong players who compete in these inter-school tournaments. After the tournament, everyone comes together now as friends in some idyllic location and just plays Mahjong all night and all day. Hooray, hooray. Hmm. The day club practice Kanachan was angry at me when I said, Sasuga! As expected of you, but what was I supposed to say? Don't get caught. Yeah, that's what Kenna would say, for sure. If it was, like, appropriate. That's definitely what Kenna would say. Don't get cocky just because you want a practice game. But that's not Shino's character at all. Who would say such a thing? Yeah, don't you realize you are that monster now? What lovely art. Oh my gosh. Igarashi, genius. What a wonderful, idyllic place. Just the softness of like the watercolors and I don't know, the color scheme itself. And I've talked about this a lot before, but like the depictions of things with imperfections, that things have a bit of rust on them, that things are worn down, that there's cracks in the cement, and that everything kind of has this, yeah, like you can see the power lines, you can see this wave breaker thing that's used for fishing and stuff. I'm pretty sure. It's so functional. It's so true to the use of this land. It's not so idyllic that it only exists on a postcard, but that this is a real place where people actually live. How wonderful. Could have kept quiet and said nothing. Would have been a good choice in that situation. Yeah, Hai-chan, probably one of the more mature. She really values understanding people, empathizing, putting yourself in their shoes, thinking about what they really would want to hear in this situation. And we know that's because of her backstory. Her One-chan of the Tiles, the big sister of the Tiles, that guided her so well. And so they've arrived at their final abode, apparently. Kanna planning on dying here from Mahjong OD. This is the site of the joint training camp, I believe. Kumosawa's training camp would be in Kotsu. Pretty shabby place for a school of their level. Gosh. These are not allowed to stay. May not be a luxury hotel, but you get free meals. Nice. Oh, Shino, immediately I can help with the cleaning and cooking. In fact, are you guys reading Usagi Moku? It's Shino basically has that problem. If she's not laboring or playing Mahjong, she'll wither up and die. She'll turn into sludge. It's not that kind of training camp. All you need to do is play Mahjong. Alright. Kind of looking for a power outlet. Why? What's going on? Right there in the corner. Sure. Okay. Oh god, Saki is just full of this. Oh, oh. Not that I'm bored by this sort of aspect of the plot, but they put in so much mundane, very down-to-earth slice of life type scenarios that generally have no payoff, which only just elevates this feeling of it's just there to depict what they are, what their lives are like, you know? It's not even really character development. It's not really comedy, although there's an element of humor. I didn't bring it because I knew someone else would bring one. It's just sort of like, well, here's them doing some stuff. Huh. They'd have better facilities, probably. Beyond Upurui. Burpinguri? Place is called Upurui, but it's written as Jurokujima. Okay. Upurui. Weird. Yeah, I would never ever assume that that was read that way. Jurokujima is definitely how I would read that. 10 times out of 10. 16 times out of 16. Slightly wondering if we made that stuff over. Shine at the top of the stairs. Okay. March into enemy territories, but important to scout the way ahead. Yeah, Ken is losing it, but that's okay. The important thing is that she's pumped up, I guess. Ah, and the other school has arrived. Komosawa. Such a powerful school, but I guess in the end, just kind of a down-to-earth school like the rest of them. Chihiro. My god, Chihiro looks deranged. I like that she looks very normal in a lot of respects. Like her character design isn't very extreme. She doesn't have like a goofy hat or anything like a lot of the Danger Saki players do. Her proportions, she's like a little small, but normal aside from that. So you're like, oh, this doesn't seem befitting of such a strong character. This doesn't seem befitting of such a demon. But it's the way she acts. She's so like just look at her facial expression in this bottom panel. My gosh, she's terrifying. She's so just energetic and deranged. All right, they go to their separate rooms. Again, look at Chihiro's face. Nuts. She's just nuts. She has true bloodlust for Shino. Scary. Yes, super scary. Oh yeah, the 130 is huge. That's probably one of the biggest characters in the Saki universe. Huh. I've gotten a bit ahead of everyone. Wow. So Hayari is actually like super genius girl too? I like that. Maybe that's been hinted at before. I don't really remember. See, it's all in scenes like this. It's all in these like totally purposeless, no payoff, just banter and hanging out type scenes. And I say there's no character development because there's no like, actually deep down, Mahjong reminds me of my dog that ran away. But you do learn like quirks and stuff about the character. Like you learn that kind of mild character development that later, I guess this is sort of a payoff. They can sort of reference or bring back even as like a major plot point. I don't know. Senpai's family is loaded. Oh, she brought lots of drinks and snacks. Oh, interesting. Oh, she brought lots of drinks and snacks. Another wonderful outdoor scene. No color, but still quite beautiful. Wow, look at this beach. So this beach actually we saw before, right? I'm pretty sure this beach is where Chihiro was kind of first introduced. We'd heard rumors about her, and this was the actual first footage of her, was her hanging out on this beach with Goggles Girl. So these are other Komosawa players, I guess? That's what the school is called, right? Komosawa? Just beautiful shots, though. Oh my gosh. They must have such a fun time doing location shooting and reference shooting, because these are like modified photos. So I know these are modified photos, and then when there's the color ones, I wonder, like, what do they do? Like, what does Igarashi do, starting with a photo and ending with that beautiful, like, watercolor-esque masterpiece? This, I'm pretty sure, is just photos with various artistic filters and stuff put over them, which is still super impressive. Like, I think a lot of people deride that type of manga production, but it's basically just incorporating an entire other medium into your work, that is photography. You have to take the photos knowing what the eventual scene will look like once you draw in the characters and stuff. And then the actual work, getting from photo to something that looks like manga, is extremely difficult. I saw a talk that Inio Asano did on this TCAF, the Toronto Comic Arts Festival, where he really broke down this entire process step by step by step. And it's a whole lot of work to get this particular effect of real photorealism and capturing that beauty. She forgot her hugging pillow. Oh no! That's quite out of our assumed character. She looks kind of intense and punkish. But these gaps, you know, these are essential Saki character writing. Long narrow thingy though is always in the way. Still need that to sleep? Second year of middle school now. What if you hug Chihiro instead? No streetlights here, so it gets pitch black at night. True darkness. That quietness awakens something that's within all of us. That's what the manager said. Interesting. Interesting. This is kind of a twist on the joint training festival that we haven't really encountered before. Usually, as I said, it's all about idyllic places. It's all about just the most beautiful places you can imagine, well equipped, well stocked with food and snacks and various other luxuries, and that it's just mahjong paradise. Whereas here, we've already talked about, oh, they only have one outlet in the room. It's not much to look at. It's kind of mid tier or whatever. And now this weird talk about the darkness and quietness bringing something out in you. It's all very intriguing. I'm not really sure where this is going to go, but I assume it all has something to do with mahjong in the end. That is a very safe bet. Reminds me of seeing a Kibidango flying reminds me of Chihiro. Kibidango. Chihidango. Okay. If you look at the flag from behind, it's oh yeah, that's pretty cute. Because ki kind of becomes chi, and b becomes he because the accent marks are in the right place aren't in the right place anymore. But da remains da. Okay, well I don't quite get it, but whatever. I really like their relationship. That she's like a little weird and kind of like distant weird, quiet weird. And then Chihiro is like aggressive weird and like Denpo weird, you know? It's a fun dynamic. But yeah, more banter, hanging out. But now it's finally time. They've got everything ready. The two schools are converging in the playing room. It's a rematch showdown extraordinaire. Certain matchups we haven't seen yet. Other ones, they're itching for a rematch. Oh, and this school has arrived too. Yue-san, Aina-san. Aina-san is becoming quite the rival to Shino. They've squared off a few times now, and always seem to be, I don't know, it always seems like Aina-san is like gunning for Shino. I don't know if that's just because she has that kind of mean expression on her face. You're gonna miss anime, what? Come on, mahjong's more important than anime. Playing room, right? What? That's not the playing room. But it says playing room. It's the eating room. They're gonna have hot pot together. Well, that sounds lovely. Alright, a nice chapter. 0 mahjong action, which is quite rare. Some really lovely landscape shots from Igarashi, something they just completely excel at. And lots of fun banter among our beloved schools. And then I'm assuming next few chapters, just all mahjong. Mahjong, 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 mahjong.